What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And today we are going to be talking about our Disney World trip, which is in September. We've got everything paid for it and everything finalized. So we kind of wanted to do like a walkthrough slash tip video for, new people that are planning this trip. Um, Before we get into the video, if you're new here and you like the content and you want to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that way you get notified when I upload videos. You want to help support the channel even further, you go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. All right, so we first made the idea, it doesn't really matter why we wanted to go. The fact of the matter is that I wanted to go because I thought my 3-year-old would really enjoy it. And he's at that age where everything Disney and cartoon is really cool for him. So it's something that I wanted to go on above and beyond, to give to him because it's something that I've never done, never got to do as a kid that I always wanted to do. What kid doesn't want to go to Disney World, right? All right. So first thing we did is we came up with the time. So this is what we did. After we paid for everything, we booked our flights. Now, I'm not sure how everybody is when it comes to booking flights and how information is about all of this stuff, but I'm going to tell you right now, flight prices fluctuate based on the time of year. So, for an example, if you were wanting to fly somewhere in January, it would be a lot cheaper than if you were to be flying somewhere a month prior in December. Or it'd be a lot cheaper than if you were flying at the end of May, June, July, and beginning of August. For those of you who have been to theme parks before, who have been to Disney World before, you understand this and you understand why. It's because it's during high peak vacation times where a lot of people travel. The ticket prices for Disney World also run right along that same track. Certain times of the year, tickets are going to be cheaper than other times of the year. And for an example, around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, New Year's, stuff like that, ticket prices at Disney World are going to be at their highest. Airplane prices are also going to be at their highest. Usually in the springtime, January, February is usually the sweet spot when you really want to fly or you really want to go to Disney. And early fall, so end of August, last week of August, beginning of September. Usually September is like a sweet spot for, parents and families that don't have kids going to school. This is really a good time for you because there's really not large park crowds. Prices are considerably lower, which is why we chose September. So that way we'd be able to get the most out of just about everything we wanted to do. We chose to fly with Orlando because it's just me and a little guy, and our tickets were right around $900. I know what some people are going to say. If you use Spirit Airlines, you can get 2 tickets that are considerably cheaper. And yes, they would have been cheaper. But when we paid the extra money to be able to choose our own seats, because I'm not going to let them put my toddler in a seat by himself without me next to him. It just ain't going to happen. Okay? So when we added up, being able to pay for that, it ended up being right around the same price as if we had just flown with United. So we flew with United, got a couple of upgraded seats, and, boom and done. We have a stroller at home, but we're not bringing it. Let me explain to you why. As a single parent, you're traveling through these airports, and you're traveling, going there and going there. Having your hands full is a pain in the behind, but more importantly, taking an umbrella stroller and just using that to maneuver from the car to the airport, to the airplane, off the airplane, getting off, just maneuvering around is always a lot better. We decided to rent a stroller from Orlando. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description down below. It's Kingdom Strollers. They're really good. They actually deliver the stroller to your resort. And I think for 10 days, we paid $128. So that's not bad. So I paid $128 to not have to tote our raggedy stroller there, and we already have one while we're there. Not a big deal. We're not going to go over the park days and park reservations. We set it up to where we would have 6 park days. We are doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on our final day, and we did decide to do Animal Kingdom on the same day because since Animal Kingdom for us is probably going to be like a half a day park anyway. So we'll probably go there to lunch and then dip out. We were only ever going to Animal Kingdom to get the few credits that are there. I think there's actually only one credit there, actually, and that's Expedition Everest. And we really don't even have to use a lightning lane for it because there's hardly ever anybody there anyway. So there's really not a long wait for that. So that's the only reason why we were going. We wanted to get the credit. It looks like a fun ride, and the kid would really enjoy it. And we wanted to take him on the Avatar boat ride. So all that cool stuff. Types of videos we'll be doing. We will not be doing a harmonious video. I was originally going to plan to do a harmonious video, but I don't want to put out a video that's going to be mediocre, that I'm really not going to have a lot of time to put into. So I'm probably just going to put out some clips here and there. When it comes to that, we will be doing a full video on the Enchantment Magic Kingdom fireworks show. We will not be doing a video on Fantasmic, assuming that it comes back between now and then. We'll do reviews and stuff after we get home. We'll more than likely just be doing vacation blogs every single day. I think one of the days that we're probably not going to do anything, we're probably going to be making videos every single day we're there, just because we need the content and it's just how we roll. I'm trying to think if there's anything just out of the ordinary. When you're traveling, I have one suitcase with mine and his stuff in it, and I decided to get a big suitcase so that way we can put everything in there and then have room to bring stuff back. We're just going to check it because there's no reason to I'd rather pay to check it and have my hands free and not have to worry about it until I get to Orlando. It's just a lot easier, especially if you're traveling single with a kid. Just bring the diaper bag and fit all your junk and stuff in the diaper bag and just tote the diaper bag with you and the kid. That's pretty much it. Check your suitcase. If you travel with like 60 pairs of shoes and a whole bunch of clothes that you're not going to need, that's too much, then pretty much if you pack like a normal female, I don't. I just pack what we need, and I'm not against any females that like to go and pack, but I'm just saying that I've seen some females that go and pack. They'll be going on a 3-day trip and they'll bring like 14 shirts, 7 pairs of shoes, 3 purses, 15. I just packed what we needed, and any extra incidentals like medication and stuff like that, and then just check it and be done with it. My laptop, all that, just check it and be done with it. So. Yeah, that's just me. So only one fireworks video. Everything else is done. Dining, that's what it was. We only have a few dining reservations because we're so used to eating, the theme park food and stuff like that. So we have no problem in doing that. Someone made the suggestion, hey, you should do character dining. I said, well, we are going to do character dining, but we're going to do each opportunity once. Because the character dining is quite expensive, so there's no reason to do it more than once and waste spend a whole bunch more money than you would need to. Because if you do it more than once, then it kind of destroys the authenticity of it. Doing it your first time is always better than any other time after that, and then the second and third time it's just not as exciting as the first time, and then I kind of want to leave that memory of the first time in the back of his mind, so that way it's always his best memory. So that's the thing, and it's a lot of the reason with this trip. The reason we chose Magic Kingdom for 3.5 days. Everyone's saying you don't need but 1 or 2 days at Magic Kingdom. So you don't understand that when we go to Epcot or we go to Hollywood Studios is geared more towards adults. Epcot's geared more towards nobody really. It's just my personal opinion. So Magic Kingdom is geared towards smaller children and toddlers, stuff like that. There's so much stuff there for him to do, and we're not going to Disney World for us. We're going to Disney World for him. So that's why we chose that day, because he will have the most fun and he will get worn out the fastest. When we go to Epcot, he's going to drain me dry with the lightning lanes because he's going to want to ride Frozen over and over and over again. So there's a lot of good things going on. Everything's paid for. Right now, we're just chilling. That's what we're doing. We're chilling. Just waiting for September. We got about 80-something days until we dip out. So that is that. what are we going to do during the meantime? Our goal was to get the trip paid for before summer started. So that way we would be able to take our summer trips, which is what we have planned on doing. And exactly 2 weeks from about 2.5 weeks, we'll be taking our first summer trip to San Antonio. We'll be doing SeaWorld one day and Six Flags Fiesta Texas the next day. We'll be doing all day at both parks. We'll be doing 2 firework videos. So the SeaWorld Electric Ocean, we'll be doing a firework video. And then we'll be getting different angles for the Rock the Night video to make a really good video for that one as well. And then we'll be doing vlogs for both days. We are taking Asher's mother and his brother and sister. This is their first time that they have actually been to San Antonio, the first time they've actually been to either one of these parks. So it's a great opportunity to be able to bring her to something like this so that way she can see what her son does and all the stuff that he gets to do and why he loves going. We'll probably go ahead and do a whale show video. We haven't done one in a long time, but I doubt I'm going to be able to because every time I'm there, my son's always grabbing my arm. Daddy, look, Daddy, look. So that's how it is. If anybody wants to meet up during this time, the dates are June the 24th. We'll be leaving out the 24th. SeaWorld on the 25th and Fiesta Texas on the 26th. If anybody wants to meet up, holler at me down in the comments, and I'll make sure to put it down so we can hit you up, whether you're on social media, Twitter, Facebook, or something like that. We have no problem in riding with you and having some fun because I can tell you right now, we're going to be spending a lot of times in the water parks. We'll be doing our first trip into Aquatica at SeaWorld. We'll go in, watch the whale show, ride Texas Stingray, and then head straight to the water park. I've never been to either water park at either park, and so we figured this would be a good opportunity, to do something different and do something new. When we go to Fiesta Texas, we'll be riding stuff, and then we'll probably stop in there at the water park too, just to kind of look around and get some good footage because I've never been into either one of them. I've just been a roller coaster guy. As long as I can get my rides on Superman and Iron Rattler and all this cool stuff, I don't really care. So I never really bothered with the water parks. I do need some footage of Fiesta Texas because I have none. For whatever reason, I went one time this year and I didn't make a video, and so I need content from Fiesta Texas. I need it bad, so I plan on making a full-fledged, in-depth video while I'm there, recording just a whole bunch of stuff. I'm really excited about going to the water park and doing a whole lot of fun. This next weekend, me and Asher are going to be going to Magic Springs, and I've already did a review on that, but we're going to the water park so that way we can get footage for the water park for a video, and so that way we can have some fun and get our bodies used to being out in the extreme heat. So it's all good things. But yeah, that's our September trip. Disney World trip done. June trip confirmed. Got everything squared away. That's going to do it for us here, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.